Guys, welcome back to Cryptocurrency Theory. Welcome back to this channel, guys. We're talking about Bitcoin Cash. Now, first things first, guys, if you're not subscribed, please, not only subscribe, hit that video I just made. Are you guys not watching what I'm posting here on Bitcoin Cash? If you've already seen it, Bitcoin Cash is having a conference, guys. All right. So rule number one, I don't join any communities that aren't active and flourishing and thriving communities, guys. Do you think I would join a community that was just deader than dog shit? Think about it. No. So we established the argument there, guys. Bitcoin Cash has a thriving community. We're going to take you through more of the price stuff on it. But BCH Bliss, guys, is going to be this year, and it's going to be it's going to be I don't know how many Bitcoin Cash conferences there's been. I know of two, but there might have been more. Technically, this is just a continuation. So basically what we're talking about here is price, guys, but we do want you to check out the video I made, please, and check it out and share this video, guys. You guys know I'm not on Twitter, so I unfortunately, if you guys are on there, we can't connect. They got me banned. So basically, guys, what I want to look at here, we were looking at it earlier on the live stream, the Rich List, bit info charts. I think it was Mr. Full or somebody in the chat was talking about this website, and we looked at it quite a few times. So if you ever wonder where you are, guys, in terms of Bitcoin Cash, and I don't know how accurate this is in terms of where the whales are really at. I mean, they could be spread out between a ton of different wallets, but not likely, guys. Honestly, you never know. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works. So don't try to pretend to be an engineer, Chadwick, right? But we see the Rich List, guys. Obviously, it kind of gives us some kind of a point we can pivot off of in terms of where we fall in this. I'll drop all this stuff in the description. You guys can check it out. But basically, guys, we got the conference coming up. That's one thing, but we've also got a major increase in price. I mean, we're up a good bit here, and I would say if you start looking at the Grayscale premiums on BCHG, which is the over-counter Grayscale investment trust vehicle, which you can get on your over-the-counter markets if your brokerage allows that on your brokerage account, basically penny stocks. That is increasing big time, guys. It was actually doing really well today. So keep in mind, guys, traders are already putting Bitcoin Cash much higher in terms of price, regardless of the tokenomics that are about to kick in. But it's pretty exciting stuff, guys. We got a Bitcoin Cash halving coming up in 24 days, guys. So that block reward is going to be knocked down to 3.125. And this is kind of the repetitive cycle with BTC and Bitcoin Cash and BSV and a couple other different coins that have mining and halving built into them. This is kind of a thing that we can kind of look to give us some type of guidance to maybe where the price is going in terms of price discovery. Because you got to remember, guys, once we hit all-time highs on Bitcoin Cash, which I think is only around $3,000 or $4,000, there's been people in the chat that repetitively have told me they bought Bitcoin Cash at $7,000 or $8,000, but they might have bought the very highest candlestick wick on Coinbase or wherever they were trading it at. I never saw it that high, but we have seen it up over 3,000. I think it was over maybe even close to 4,000 at one point. So this is something to keep in mind, guys, as the halvings and stuff start taking into effect, as the extreme greed starts taking into effect, and as we start looking at the price. So yeah, I mean, it went up to about, like it says, $3,200, $3,300. You gotta keep in mind, guys, it's not going to register every single wick to the top. It's just not. It's not gonna stay up there long enough. But it might stay far superior and past that, because we're at $444, and it looks like when we throw it on the log chart, we start looking at some different directional stuff with the momentum and the size of what we experienced here recently, guys. You can kind of say that Bitcoin Cash looks as if it appears to be breaking out. And this looks like Bitcoin Cash weekly news. Yeah, just go here, guys. Go on CoinMarketCap. You'll see a lot of people talking about Bitcoin Cash, obviously. A lot of people talk about a lot of coins, but not a lot of coins are actually doing stuff. That's the difference. So I would say Bitcoin Cash is probably one of the top active communities. I would say within definitely the top 10, maybe with even in the top 5 You know, when we start really breaking down to how many people actually involve themselves in the community, there's a pretty good community gathering, you know, online, on YouTube, on different social media places. And you guys know I'm not on all of them, but you know, that doesn't mean you can't join the ones you want. You know, there's a lot of people in Bitcoin Cash that are doing a lot of different stuff, and it just appears it appears at surface level, guys, that it's one of the most, if not, like I said, uh, within the top five. I mean, I know that's kind of putting it on a pedestal. You know, you start thinking about BTC, you start thinking about Ethereum, you start thinking about some of these newer coins. You know, I mean, not even newer, XRP. I mean, Solana. These aren't even really new at this point, but we're still definitely high up there. You know, not necessarily, you know, how far we could climb. You know, obviously the price could climb, the interest could gain, is kind of what we're trying to push for. But in terms of where we're already at, I would say it's still within like the top 10 most active communities in terms of the crypto world. You know, I would say that it has a lot of activity on it. In terms of transactions, in terms of price action, it's kind of up and down like most of the market, guys. I mean, we can't really, if we start picking and choosing like if I started telling you guys every single position that I bought and sold, um, you know, that would be silly. It's really just about getting into these coins, understanding why you're into these coins, and then to support the coins any way you can, which is obviously directly correlated to putting in your money, guys, put in your dollars. So the idea early on was to get as many dollars out of the fiat system into these cryptocurrencies. And Bitcoin Cash is kind of one of the front running coins that is doing that, guys. So I do recommend check out everything that Bitcoin Cash is doing. Just put it in your search bar. You know, we talk about it on the channel. That'll keep happening on the channel. And you know, in terms of price, where do I think the price can go? I don't think there's a limit on it, guys. I've put in Bitcoin Cash all the way up to $100,000, and I know that sounds a bit ridiculous, but we got to think, guys. We got to really think of the overall untapped cash market and how far this particular coin could go in terms of use cases, guys. Because if we get a rush of retail traders, retail coming into the space, I think Bitcoin Cash is actually has a very good fighting chance to you know, to be in that top bracket of usable coins, guys. And there might be a variety of them. People might accept all different types. They might accept your favorite meme token in the future. We don't know how all that'll play out. I'm just saying, when we start looking at tokenomics, we start looking at infrastructure, we start looking at tokenizing things and that kind of thing, we got to really understand what capacity do these blockchains and networks have, and whether or not they're able to even really you know, actually do what they're intended to do. And I think Bitcoin Cash does have the opportunity factor in its court, and on that, I think that it's definitely regardless of the community, I think the technological stuff is already in place, and the people that are trying to improve the network on a community level and on a technological level are all doing a good job. So we got to think about every single thing. And if not, we're picking the favorite meme coin of the week. We're picking the wrong type ideals to follow, guys. So you know, news kind of not so much on Bitcoin Cash. We're talking about it surging 40% a day ago, but wasn't that like a week ago? So we can't really keep up with the news on every altcoin, guys, but we do look at the you know, stuff time to time. The hash rate, you know, it's kind of picked up a little bit since last year when the price rose. You know, it's kind of been up and down, and not, you know, nothing crazy taking over BTC yet. But I'm just saying, guys, don't rule it out. That's all I'm saying. Don't rule it out, because if you rule it out, you're saying it's for sure not going to happen. So what I'm saying is it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not saying there's a specific date. If BCH is ever going to, you know, have the crown in terms of the largest market cap and or largest use case, I'm just saying, don't rule it out, guys. It's you know, it can't be ruled out of the equation. No more or no less than I try to rule Solana out, guys, in terms of, you know, what kind of coin it is. So just think about that, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. We got episodes dropping on every single coin that I hold, in case you guys are wondering what my portfolio is looking at. I'm dropping a video on every single coin. So we'll leave some of the smaller balances out. I mean, I'm not going to come on here and cover Cosmos at the moment, for instance, but You know, I do have a handful of other little coins, but we'll try to get to all of them, guys, with this this little series we're doing on the channel. We'll talk to you later. Take care.